Tech billionaires' marriages are breaking up, and this has been happening more often than we might imagine. Now, it seems like the recent couple in troubled waters is none other than Mark Zuckerberg and his wife, Priscilla Chan. If you're someone who follows their story and social media posts closely, you might think they had the perfect family life. However, recent comments from Priscilla suggest otherwise. Two former employees who worked in the home of Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and his wife Priscilla are now suing the couple. This raises the question, what exactly did Priscilla say, and are the couple really on the verge of splitting up after 21 long years together? Let's delve into the details. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, has had immense success associated with his name. His invention has undeniably made him a very wealthy man. Known as a billionaire tech titan, Zuckerberg is widely celebrated for his achievements. However, it seems one area of his life is not performing as well, his marital life. This must truly hurt, especially given the saying, a happy wife is a happy home. Unfortunately, Zuckerberg's marital life appears far from happy. The issue seems rooted in his overwhelming obsession with the tech world and his pursuit of creating the next big innovation as successful as Facebook. Priscilla, it seems, has had enough. Her recent revelations were so shocking that they left many in disbelief. Curious to know more? While social media portrays Zuckerberg and Priscilla as the perfect couple, with Zuckerberg often seen showering his wife with lavish gifts that leave fans gushing, appearances can be deceiving. It is often said that one can never truly know what happens behind closed doors. Before diving into Priscilla's shocking statements, it's important to understand the context. Recently, the couple celebrated their dating anniversary, with Zuckerberg going all out to impress his wife. Mark Zuckerberg marked their anniversary by surprising Priscilla with a nostalgic and creative gift. In a post on Instagram, the 40-year-old Meta founder announced a tribute to their time at Harvard University, where they first met. Sharing a post on November 13, Zuckerberg featured Lil Jon and the East Side Boys and Ying Yang Twins' 2002 hit single, Get Low, the song that played at the party where he and Priscilla's love story began. In celebration, Zuckerberg recorded a cover of the track and brought hip-hop legend T-Pain on board for the project. Released under the stage name, Z-Pan, the cover featured Zuckerberg singing over an acoustic instrumental, with T-Pain adding his signature auto-tuned harmonies. Fans were treated to behind-the-scenes photos of the duo recording and throwback images of Zuckerberg and Priscilla during their college days. Reflecting on the event, Zuckerberg admitted, "Can't get quite as low anymore." Mark Zuckerberg appears to be expressing his love for his wife, Priscilla, with increasing grandeur and gratitude. Priscilla herself commented on the recent demonstration of affection, showing her appreciation. This isn't the first time Zuckerberg has presented a lavish gift to her. Back in August, he shared a post showcasing a 7-foot Roman-inspired statue of Priscilla, which he had commissioned in her honor. The statue, with its flowing metallic surface and vibrant green tones, sparked significant attention online. Zuckerberg posted a photo of it on Instagram with the caption, "Bringing back the Roman tradition of making sculptures of your wife." The post drew mixed reactions, with some calling it the most billionaire thing ever and others humorously remarking on the idea of honoring one's spouse through such extravagant gestures. Priscilla herself playfully commented, "The more of me, the better." However, not everyone viewed the gift favorably. Isabel Morley, a clinical psychologist and couples therapist, suggested that such lavish gestures could sometimes indicate deeper issues in a relationship. She described such gifts as potential red flags, suggesting they might be attempts to manipulate or elicit specific responses rather than pure acts of love. Morley posed the question of whether the gift was genuinely a reflection of Zuckerberg's love and gratitude or an attempt to boost his image and provoke affection from Priscilla. While the true motivations behind the gift remain unclear, speculation abounds, fueled in part by Zuckerberg's peculiar behaviors and comments in recent months. Earlier this year, Priscilla revealed some unusual developments in their relationship. In March, she mentioned that Zuckerberg had been acting suspiciously, though not for reasons one might expect. He had been spending an excessive amount of time using his Oculus VR headset, referring to her as his human wife, and even confusingly asking whether she was his computer spouse or his flesh spouse. This odd behavior raised eyebrows, as did other incidents, such as Zuckerberg accidentally calling their son digital spawn, and asking him to confirm he had legs. Priscilla admitted her discomfort with her husband's growing obsession with virtual reality, noting it might be contributing to tension in their relationship. Further fueling the controversy, reports surfaced that Zuckerberg had reportedly attempted an intimate encounter with a Meta Quest 3 headset, a new high-quality mixed reality device priced at $299. The incident reportedly resulted in him being electrocuted. Attempts by the press to reach Priscilla for comments on these events were unsuccessful. Amid these unusual developments, questions remain about whether the lavish gifts and eccentric behavior are genuine expressions of affection or indicative of deeper issues in the couple's dynamic. It's hard to imagine the scene and how horrified Priscilla must have felt witnessing it. Long before virtual realities and controversial headlines became part of their lives, their story began in a much simpler setting. Mark Zuckerberg may not have left Harvard with a degree, but his time at the prestigious university introduced him to the love of his life, Priscilla Chan. Their romance started like many college relationships when the two crossed paths in 2003 at a party hosted by Zuckerberg's fraternity, Alpha Epsilon Pi. Both were students at the time, Zuckerberg, a sophomore already making waves on campus, and Chan, a Boston native in her second year. Their meeting was unconventional, as they were both waiting in line for the bathroom. At that time, Zuckerberg was notorious on campus for a prank that nearly got him expelled, the creation of FaceMash, a website ranking students' attractiveness. Priscilla later admitted she thought Zuckerberg's antics might lead to his dismissal from Harvard. In fact, when they first met, Zuckerberg himself believed his days at the university were numbered. Their first interaction, as he later recounted, involved him jokingly urging her to go on a date quickly before he got expelled. Despite the unusual start, their connection blossomed. On their first date, Zuckerberg candidly told Priscilla that he would rather spend time with her than finish his take-home midterm. While her Type A personality was initially taken aback by his comment, it marked the beginning of a love and partnership that would withstand both personal and professional challenges. By 2005, Zuckerberg had officially dropped out of Harvard to focus on building Facebook. Reflecting on that time, he said, "I remember that night I launched Facebook from that little dorm in Kirkland House. I went to news with my friend KX, and I remember telling him clearly that I was excited to help connect the Harvard community, but one day, someone would connect the whole world." He relocated to Palo Alto, California, where Facebook opened its first office. Meanwhile, Priscilla stayed the course at Harvard, graduating in 2007. Zuckerberg attended her graduation to celebrate her achievement. Soon after, she moved to California to be closer to him and enrolled in medical school at the University of California, San Francisco, in 2008. Despite their demanding schedules, the couple managed to maintain a balance in their relationship. Priscilla imposed a rule: they had to have one date a week and spend at least 100 minutes of uninterrupted time together, away from Facebook. Their shared time was often simple but meaningful. They enjoyed walking in the park, playing bocce, and engaging in friendly rowing races. Sundays became a special time for exploring Asian cuisine. Priscilla supported Zuckerberg during some of the most stressful periods of his career, including when he turned down a $1 billion buyout offer from Yahoo in 2006. She described this moment as the most anxious she had ever seen him. In 2010, the relationship between Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan took another step forward when Priscilla moved into Zuckerberg's rented house in Palo Alto. True to his style, Zuckerberg humorously announced the move on Facebook, offering surplus household items to friends. That same year, the couple adopted a dog, a puellie named Beast, who quickly became part of their growing family. By March 2011, they made their relationship Facebook official, and in May of that year, they purchased a 5-bedroom home in Palo Alto for an impressive $7 million. Over time, Zuckerberg expanded the property, acquiring the 4 neighboring homes for an additional $43 million. The couple's wedding in May 2012 came as a surprise to friends and family. Mark Zuckerberg updated his Facebook status to "married" after tying the knot with Priscilla Chan, his girlfriend of 9 years, in a surprise ceremony. The event, held in their Palo Alto backyard, was initially disguised as a celebration of Chan's graduation from medical school, only for guests to discover it was their wedding day. The intimate and unpretentious ceremony reflected the couple's style, and their honeymoon in Rome maintained this simplicity as they were spotted enjoying a meal at McDonald's during their stay. After their honeymoon, Zuckerberg continued to expand their real estate portfolio, purchasing a townhouse in San Francisco's Dolores Heights neighborhood in 2012. The property underwent a $1.6 million renovation before being sold in 2022 for $31 million. Meanwhile, their investments extended beyond California. In 2014, the couple acquired over 1,500 acres of land in Kauai, Hawaii, for more than $100 million, further cementing their presence in the real estate market. While Zuckerberg focused on his business and investments, Chan pursued her medical career, completing her pediatric residency in 2015. That same year, they announced the birth of their first daughter, Maxima, Max, Chan Zuckerberg, after enduring the heartbreak of 3 miscarriages. To celebrate Max's arrival, the couple launched the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, pledging to donate 99% of their Facebook shares to causes like education and medical research. This initiative reflected their shared commitment to making a lasting impact on the world. In 2016, they set an ambitious goal to cure, manage, or prevent all diseases within Max's lifetime, pledging $3 billion toward this cause. Education remained a cornerstone of their philanthropy. In 2015, Chan and Zuckerberg opened a non-profit primary school serving students from low-income families. They also donated $75 million to a San Francisco public hospital to help build a state-of-the-art trauma center, which was renamed in Zuckerberg's honor. However, the name later became a point of controversy due to allegations against Facebook. Their family grew again in August 2017 with the birth of their second daughter, August. Zuckerberg took 2 months of paternity leave, emphasizing the importance of family time. Despite their immense wealth, the couple's lifestyle remained grounded in meaningful traditions. They traveled extensively, dedicating 2 weeks each year to overseas vacations, often visiting places like Dubai, Mumbai, and China to reconnect with Chan's heritage. Zuckerberg even learned Mandarin to strengthen his ties to her culture. In 2018, their real estate portfolio expanded further with the purchase of 2 waterfront estates in Lake Tahoe for $59 million. The properties boasting 600 feet of private waterfront access exemplified the Zuckerbergs' preference for serene retreats amid their busy lives. Occasionally, they offered glimpses into their home life, such as making challah bread with their daughters in 2019. The couple's dedication to addressing global challenges continued during the COVID-19 pandemic through the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. They formed a task force to enhance testing capabilities in the Bay Area, demonstrating their commitment to public health. In September 2022, the Zuckerbergs announced they were expecting their 3rd child. Their daughter, Aurelia Chan Zuckerberg, was born in March 2023, completing their family. Yet, even as his personal life expanded, Mark Zuckerberg's professional focus remained firmly fixed on an entirely different kind of world, one not bound by physical limitations, the metaverse. For a time, Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse dominated tech news. The promise of an immersive virtual reality world that was so engaging and captivating that people would willingly spend a portion of their lives within it seemed almost like a futuristic dream come true. Initially, the idea was exciting and filled with potential. The metaverse was envisioned as a space where users could interact, explore, and exist in a digital universe that transcended the physical world. However, despite the initial hype, the reality of the metaverse fell far short of what Zuckerberg and Meta had promised. What was once heralded as the future of the internet quickly turned into a cautionary tale of lofty ambitions and unmet expectations. When Zuckerberg unveiled his metaverse, he dismissed critics who questioned the project's viability. Many pointed out that tech companies were leaning too heavily into the digital world, potentially at the expense of real-world connections. However, Zuckerberg's dismissiveness of such criticism soon appeared to be misguided. As the project progressed, it became evident that the promises made about the metaverse, a seamless, immersive experience that would revolutionize how people interact with the internet, were overblown. At its inception, the metaverse was seen as a transformative idea. Zuckerberg went so far as to rebrand Facebook, changing its name to Meta in October 2021 to reflect this new focus. The company described the metaverse as the future of the internet, where users could engage in activities as if they were truly present with one another. The marketing for the metaverse was grand, promising users they could make eye contact, feel like they were right in the room together, and immerse themselves in this new digital dimension. Zuckerberg's vision suggested a world where almost anything imaginable was possible, and perhaps that was its first major flaw. Backed by a slick promotional video, Zuckerberg's words presented a utopia of connectedness and interaction. Media outlets like The Verge published glowing profiles of the metaverse, lauding its potential to change the world. The tech industry appeared eager to buy into the narrative, portraying the metaverse as the next big thing. However, the reality did not match the dream. The virtual worlds depicted in promotional materials were sleek and futuristic, but what users actually experienced was often disappointing. The metaverse's flagship product, Horizon Worlds, became emblematic of its many shortcomings. To interact in this space, users needed to wear an Oculus headset, a bulky and cumbersome device that added to the barrier of entry. Horizon Worlds was initially presented as the gateway to a revolutionary virtual experience, but the reality fell far short of Mark Zuckerberg's promises. The graphics were widely criticized as outdated, reminiscent of early 2000s video game technology, raising doubts about VR's viability as a mainstream technology. Rather than delivering a seamless, fully realized metaverse, Horizon Worlds felt like an immature beta product. Its early promise of 300,000 monthly users, which seemed impressive at first, paled in comparison to Facebook and Instagram's billions of active users. Maintaining user engagement proved challenging, with many participants encountering empty virtual spaces and limited meaningful interaction. The few users present were often children, rather than the broad adult demographic Zuckerberg had envisioned. A significant challenge for the metaverse was its lack of a clear identity. While Zuckerberg's vision was ambitious, it was also vague. The metaverse was framed as a new and improved internet, but it lacked a definitive use case or target audience to drive its success. Virtual worlds with avatar-based interaction were not new. Similar concepts had been explored by massively multiplayer online role-playing games like Ultima Online and EverQuest decades earlier, with varying degrees of success. Although the metaverse aimed to build on these ideas, it was unclear how it would differentiate itself or offer tangible benefits to users. Without a clear vision, the metaverse struggled to establish the foundation needed to thrive as a business. Zuckerberg's broad assertions that it would span multiple companies and succeed the mobile internet left investors and analysts puzzled. Meta's efforts to push the metaverse forward seemed more like a marketing strategy than a genuine product initiative, with little in the way of actionable steps toward realizing this vision. Despite the ambiguity, businesses across industries, ranging from Walmart to Disney, rushed to join the metaverse bandwagon, leading to inflated projections of its potential. Even companies with no prior connection to the tech world embraced the metaverse hype, and Wall Street investors speculated wildly about its future success. However, as Meta poured billions into Reality Labs, its virtual reality division, it became evident that the metaverse was not meeting expectations. By 2023, Meta had lost $21 billion in its pursuit of the metaverse, and despite Zuckerberg's insistence on long-term commitment, there was little tangible progress to justify the massive investment. As time went on, the tech industry's focus shifted toward more promising innovations, particularly generative AI. Companies like OpenAI captured the imagination of investors, diverting attention from the metaverse to AI applications with immediate and practical potential. For Meta, the fate of the metaverse seemed sealed. What once appeared to be the future of the internet increasingly looked like a costly distraction. Zuckerberg's repeated assurances that the metaverse remained central to the company's future fell on deaf ears. In 2023, Meta shifted its strategy, introducing features like mobile and desktop compatibility for Horizon Worlds while continuing to promote Oculus headsets and new iterations like the Quest 3. Despite these efforts, optimism in the broader tech community about the metaverse achieving mainstream success remained low. The metaverse failed to deliver on its initial promises, proving to be clunky, isolated, and far from the immersive utopia envisioned. What began as a glittering vision of a virtual world for living, working, and playing became a cautionary tale for the tech industry. Amidst this turbulent journey, speculation arose about Zuckerberg's personal life and whether his wife would remain supportive throughout these challenges. While there are no definitive answers, the comparisons to the personal lives of other tech moguls like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos invite curiosity. Time will tell what lies ahead for Zuckerberg, both personally and professionally. What are your thoughts on Zuckerberg's metaverse? Do you foresee a dramatic comeback, or has its moment passed? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Check out the video shown on your screen, you're sure to enjoy it.